Hi guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to this is Starcraft English commentary. We're going to be covering ASL Season 20 prelims today. This is going to be day 1. Very happy to have you and everyone else in between to join us. And we're going to be having a game from, this is I believe Group A. Although things are just coming in right now, so I'm not so sure exactly if this is the finals or not. I believe this is possibly not the final because I know who's in the final. We're gonna be seeing Mini versus Lava. Lava, of course, nowadays he's not very strong, and you know, I guess he need to practice a little bit more to get into these games here. But we are seeing the game played on Radeon. This is, I think, a best of 3. So whoever plays and wins 2 games will win. Let me just quickly, you know, get things started here. Alright, sorry, it's gonna be a gateway opening from Mini, and as for Lava, looks like he's gone for Nexus. Both of the players are spawning on the right side of the map, which means a rush distance is rather quick. Looks like the probe and the drones have both discovered each other, and Mini is going to turn around, and as for Lava, he is gonna turn around slightly after that as well. Yeah, so all eyes and ears coming up for this season of ASL. Everyone is looking for Flash's return. He has mentioned that he will be participating in this ASL. I have not yet seen him in the brackets, but not all of the brackets have revealed themselves, so we might actually still see his name appear a little bit later. For now, we're going to be having the Zelle aggression. Now, Lava is not, these days, he is not so good, actually. So I don't have hope for him. He's, you know, sometimes he plays and he, like, you know, best of 7, he loses like 6 games against various, you know, sorts of player. And looks like Mini, with his incredible micro and APM management, is going to try to, you know, take over this third base from Lava and make him not allowed to go for it. Let me just quickly see if I can turn on the map name and get it in the right location. There it is. No, this is not the grand final. This is, I believe this is Group A. So let me just quickly update that for you as the Zelle are coming through. Expansion and the third base for Lava at the 4 o'clock position over there. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I need to adjust a couple of things. Alright, some small engagement in the middle of the map, and looks like these Zealots have to pull back. Nice micro so far for Mini. He has lost a single Zealot, but he is gonna try to go inside to get some intel. The probe need to get inside. The probe is trying very hard to block, and at the last minute, the Zealot get inside to see there is gonna be spawning pool and nothing else. We're going to be having Zergling with leg being upgraded, but it's not yet coming out. Let me just update other things, guys, because this is the first time, you know, every time we do this, you know, the first time in the season, there's always going to be a hiccup. So I apologize for that, and I hope that you will forgive me. Let me just quickly get this out of the way. Yeah, sure, let's go for that. Zealot started to attack against a 230 position, 430 position, excuse me, and the probe is also still checking out for the situation inside of the main base of Lava. We're going to be having a cannon coming up now, and alright, looks like Lava does well for himself to go and have a surround here. He's going to try to get inside. There's going to be more Zergling with speed. Keep in mind, Zergling with speed is very dangerous. He needs to cover the cannon. I think he canceled the cannon once again at the expansion. But this hatchery is falling faster. Lava needs to make a decision. He's decided to go mainly for Mini's main and not going for the, you know, to save his hatchery. He needs to block carefully here. The probes are blocking and the cannon is very close to getting destroyed. Looks like at the last minute, this Zergling is going to get sniped. The gateway almost getting destroyed, but probes are coming through to block as much as possible. Another Zealot popped. Another Zealot popped at just the right moment, and looks like Mini has held. Mini has held, and the hatchery is going to fall. The hatchery is about to fall. Looks like Lava is going to surround from the back. We're going to be having an attack at the front, and at the last minute, Lava saved his hatchery, and Mini saved his expansion, and Hydrodan with the Hydralis range upgrade, not range upgrade, speed upgrade, is coming forward. So that's interesting for both of these players. Um, anyways, what else can I tell you about? Maybe let me just adjust this slightly here. Oh, never mind. Who else are in the brackets? What else should I tell you? Because there's so much information available right now that I need to kind of take time to digest them all. So this is going to be Mini and Lava for Radeon, and I apologize. I'm going to be casting and doing other things in the background, guys. So don't mind me. Just enjoy yourself, right? Life is good.
네, 일단은 캐논을 좀 추가를 해야 되는데 캐논 뭔가
Alright, looks like the Hydras have started to make their way across the map. This Forge upgrade will possibly not complete because in these spawning positions, they are on the southern side and they're not covered by any cannons either behind them or on the high ground. Hydralisk speed has completed. We're going to be having Hydralisk range now. They're very close to getting there. And Mini is going to be in some serious trouble. He's got his first Corsair though, and he will see some Hydras. No, he doesn't see any Hydras here. That's going to be slightly unfortunate. And we are going to be seeing the first cannon done, the second cannon, the third cannon done, and the fourth cannon and the third cannon, excuse me, are still on the way. The Forge has got to cancel the upgrade. Mini is very good, so he's going to cancel the upgrade for sure. And look at how cunning Lava was. He was trying to actually not target the Forge for a while, and he was actually just trying to target. Oh my god, Zerlings all get inside. The right cannon is going to fall very, very quickly. Mini is doing a good job with the probe line though. He holds, and all of the cannons have held. Even the one on the right side, Lava might decide to dive in to take out the cannon on the right side, but it will cost him a lot of Hydras. In the meantime, a lot of Overlords might be falling. Because double Corsair is coming up from Mini. He's going to take yet out another Overlord. If you can actually snipe this hatchery at the 4-3 position, it's going to be grand, but he is not showing that just yet. So we shall see what is going to be the next move. We're going to be having a pylon because we need more than just one pylon. Very, very nice idea. Forge and Silver Dune all coming underway. So the game will continue on. And let me just take this time to actually do something else, guy.
뒤에서는 대기하고 있고 이제 커세어는 상대가 히드라를 계속 추가를 하는지 드론을 추가하는지 여부를 눈으로 확인해주면서
Alright, looks like Lava's decided to dive in, and he does get a single Corsair destroyed. Nicely done. Yeah, one Overlord has been sniped already, and these Corsairs are still quite lively in their attack, so that is gonna be nice. Yeah, I believe this is the finals. This is the final of Group A. That's right. So yeah, whoever wins here will have to win 2 games, and then you know, that player is going to be able to qualify for the next part of the game. Alright, Corsairs are checking out for the top left areas of the map, looking for those you know, Overlords, but not able to find. Okay, very interesting. Lava is going to morph his third base into a lair. Of course, that is going to protect it just a little bit further, and more hatcheries coming up. So there is going to be a 5 hatchery formation coming from Lava. We're looking at the 9-minute mark of the game, and we're going to be seeing Mini at 71, supply Lava at 51, so a little bit similar here between these two players. Looks like the Corsair are going to try to split themselves up and going into different directions, looking for things. One Corsair has got 1 kill, and Mini is going to be super careful. The Hydra's going to try to surround it to take out this last Corsair. The last Corsair is able to hold for the time being. By the way, guys, a general etiquette for you, because you're going to be watching this game many days from now, and throughout the season. I will be covering this entire season, I hope, unless the you know, Kespa police decide to go after me again. If you are here, please keep in mind a few rules of engagement. If you're gonna say, if you're going to type a comment as to who wins the game, please type spoiler and then, you know, enter 4 times and then say what you want to say. Or if you want to help out the community, make a comment that is not a spoiler, so that it pushes the other spoiling comments down the ranking. That, oh, look at those very nice you know, circular motion arc-ish looking pylon wall. Another thing is that these videos that I'm posting of the entire ASL tournaments will not have ads anywhere in the middle of the set, just ads in the beginning of the set. that is a little bit attempt to, give you uninterrupted Starcraft Broodwar access. It is not the same for other tournaments, only for this tournament and KCM. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. Nice storms and morphing into Archon. He still have about 3 more high templates in the back mini. And as for Lava, he's getting pushed back hard, but reinforcement coming from the southern side. Zealot pulling greatly back. Another Archon is going to get mobbed. Oop, excuse me, what is going on with the stream? Or rather with me. Another storm. These high templates need to group themselves up into another group, and the Zealots are trying to buy time here. At the last minute, a single Archon is able to morph, and he's going to push the rest of the forces back. Looks like this Zealot might be going for the hatchery. No, he's going to try to go for the drones. He is doing some random attacks now, but more Zealots are coming through, and Lava has lost a lot of supply in that engagement. He's now behind by about 30 to 40 supply, almost 40 supply differential, and we're going to be having Dragoon range coming out from the Protoss side. Lava is not looking like he's going to switch into Lurkers anytime soon. He might make Mutas though. That is going to be something, and looks like Mini is checking out for the bottom left to see if there's any kind of hidden bases for the time being. But we're not seeing it. More gateways are going to try to come out. Lava behind by 40 supply. Clearly, Cannon's in the main because we might have a mutual switch. This is going to be a mutual switch here. Definitely, it is going to be mutual switch. But before that, he needs to survive. There is going to be another engagement, but Mini's got to get the right angle to push those forces back. He kills 2 Hydras instantly. He might does another storm, and the Archon is taking a lot of nice defensive power on those, on those Hydras. He's going to try to snipe as well as Sunken as the Zealot take on the other units. And looks like at the last minute, this Sunken is going to be falling. The Archon needs to come alive now. The Archon comes alive at just the right moment. The number of mutualists is not very high. Some Zealot get mixed in with the group. He needs to go for splash damage on the drones. He starts to go for splash damage on the drones, but he's going to be super careful because these mutualists are trying to bait them into the infrastructure so that the Archon cannot attack air. But the Archon is going to try to come through again. It will get a few more drones. Drones attacking Archon is not a good idea, but looks like Lava knows that there are just a few more hit points on that Archon. So he's going to back up. And the game will continue to go from that 12-minute, almost 30-minute mark of the game, and we're still seeing a lot of intense battles between these two players. Who will win? By the way, if you are here and you are gonna be watching this game, maybe I'm just gonna say a few more things. This entire tournament will have some playlists on it, so just take a look at the video description for some nice comments. There's going to be links to the previous game in the playlist, the next game in the playlist, and the overall playlist URL. I provide information about the players, the matchup, as well as the map. All of that is going to be in the video description, so just go ahead and just take a look at those information. Very, very nice way for you. Okay, another cannon. That cannon should be cancelled because there's going to be no more mutualist harassments. But because Mini is ahead, he might just decide to keep it anyways. But now the moment is going to be for Mini to take another base behind this instead of attacking here. Looks like Lava's gonna dive in now. Lava, I think in my memory, he's one of those players who is very aggressive. He's not the cunning Jaedong who takes hidden bases. Nowadays Jaedong is about taking hidden bases, whereas in the old days he's used to go very, very aggressive attacking style. But now the aggressive attacking style and intense micro, I feel like it befits more Soki and to a certain extent Lava. A player like Jaedong nowadays is very balanced. Sometimes he can be very aggressive, and some other time he's gonna take bases to kind of mix up the game style. We're gonna be having another engagements here on the left flank. As the right flank, the Hydra's gonna try to come in. This is going to be a do or die situation. This Nexus is gonna get forced to get stun cancelled at the last minute. We're gonna be seeing the Dragoons pulling back. The Nexus though is gonna get cancelled. Nexus is very close to dying, but great storm to kill up a lot of Hydras in exchange for that Nexus. Looks like these Hydras need to attack and get the Dragoons destroyed. But they get pushed back hard. The Nexus is going to get recreated. Nicely done. But Mini has lost about 30 seconds in that process. We're not seeing another base yet from Lava. He is down in terms of army. Look at the, army differential. It's about 50 supply. That's a lot of supply differences and a very healthy mix of army for Mini. So I fear for Lava here. Will he be able to qualify outright in today's prelims? If keep in mind, if he loses today, Lava, he will have a chance to come back and qualify tomorrow. Of course, with weaker players, so it might be easier for him to qualify. So we shall see. Engagement is going to take in place. Looks like Lava's going to try to reinforce from the right side with a group of forces, but reinforcement from Protoss is looking very good. And GG from Lava. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.